The tech world is buzzing about Samsung's decision to drop three foldables at once: the Fold 8, the Fold 8 Wide, and the Flip 8. But before you get swept up in the hype, we need to talk about the fine line between innovation and pure chaos. On the surface, more options look like a win for the consumer. But history tells us that when a lineup gets this crowded, it's usually a sign that a company is throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. While everyone is distracted by the sheer number of devices, the real story is hidden in the physical dummy units that just leaked. These aren't just concepts anymore. They are the actual blueprints for what you'll be holding in July, and the standard Fold 8 and Flip 8 are looking dangerously familiar. If you're expecting a design revolution, you might want to brace yourself for a bit of déjà vu, because Samsung seems to be playing it very safe with the aesthetics this year. However, the safety of the standard models is exactly why the Fold 8 Wide feels like such a calculated risk. It's shorter, it's wider, and it finally adopts that 4:3 aspect ratio power users have been begging for. But there is a hidden cost to that screen real estate that no one is mentioning. A wider phone sounds great for Netflix or multitasking, but in the palm of your hand, it's a portability nightmare that might actually undermine the foldable philosophy. To make matters more complicated, the cover screen is reportedly shrinking the selfie camera cutout to a tiny 2.5 millimeters. While that sounds like a win for display enthusiasts, physics is a cruel mistress. If the hole gets smaller but the sensor stays the same, you're looking at a restricted field of view and potentially muddier low-light shots. It's the classic smartphone trade-off, giving you a cleaner look at the expense of the photos you actually care about. The real wild card in this entire lineup isn't just a different screen shape, but the potential return of a thin, integrated S Pen. If Samsung manages to tuck a redesigned stylus into a slimmer chassis, they aren't just selling a phone, they're reclaiming the Note legacy for a new generation. This is where the competition gets interesting, because with a laser-drilled metal display plate designed to finally kill the screen crease, Samsung is clearly aiming to build a fortress before Apple's foldable even hits the stage. Whether they absorb the rising production costs of this new crease-free tech or pass it on to you is the billion-dollar question. As we look toward the London Unpacked event on July 22nd, the choice isn't just about picking a phone. It's about deciding if you want the refined reliability of the standard Fold or the experimental, widescreen future that might just be the most productive, yet awkward device you've ever owned.